Well, as we look out this morning, we see the feeder just went off. You see the deer, the turkeys come running up. We've been gone for several days. Turkeys come running up, plus a couple of nice big bucks come running up. We'll look over here, and I actually came over here to take a picture of this big boy laying right there, and I think that's Mr. Forrest. Yeah, that's Mr. Forrest. Look at him. He just lay there so calm. He says, I'm a big stud. I'm not going to get up and run to that feeder. I know that my boss is home. I see his red Ram truck out there. From Expressway Ram up in Evansville, Indiana, and Mount Vernon, Indiana. You know where that is. Look at that big boy there. Is that beautiful or is that beautiful? Look at him. He's just not in any rush to get over there. Everybody's rushing over there to grab some of that food. He says, I'm king. Besides that, I know that Jimmy or Apache or somebody will come down here and pour me out my own special pile. But I'll just mosey off down here and get me some South Fresh deer food. Look at all those turkeys right there, big gobbler, a bunch of hens and babies. We've been gone for basically a week and just got back in late last night, put in one of those 22-hour days yesterday. Got up in Gloucester, Massachusetts at, what time did we get up? 3:45. We got up at 2:30 the night before to go fishing. Try to catch a big giant tuna. And then we got up at 3:45 to go to the Boston airport and fly back to Oklahoma. Got back to Oklahoma, went to Sherry's, picked her up, picked Benelli up, a couple tires for my mule. Come on home. Got out here last night, pretty late at night. Got in bed about 1:30, 22-hour days the way I look at it, 3:30 in the morning till 1:30. Actually, it was 4:30 on Eastern time, but that's 3:30 Oklahoma time. So actually being up is 22 hours. Yeah, looky there. But my welcoming committee was back. When we came in last night, it was after dark, and it was just deer everywhere. It was like they were out there all the way from the front gate. There was 8 or 10 around the front gate and all the way down to the house. Just deer everywhere. Saw a couple, 2 or 3 bucks, lots of does. It's just like there's a welcoming committee saying, welcome home, Jimmy and Chris. We're so proud that you're back. Well, let me tell you, we're very happy to be back. See what happens here the rest of the week. Not much of the week left. We have a couple more personal appearances coming up tomorrow and Saturday. But, golly, what a great deal that is to see TC, Mr. Forrest, and I believe that's Fat Boy over there. Not positive. But the boys are still here. The turkeys are here, welcoming us back home. Another day in heaven about to begin. Our mama deer right there heard me talking, looking around to see where I am, walking through the woods. Nice, big, beautiful thing. Look back to check on our babies. Our baby's back there behind her somewhere. And as I kind of take a little bit of a look back, where are you, babies? There they are. It's 1, 2. And our baby deer have almost turned into deer. They still have spots, but look how big they are. The size of them, just really, really, really impressive. Those might be 2 bucks. They're both such good size. Both of them are good size. They're just absolutely gorgeous. So we're coming, Mama. We're big boys now. Can't really tell if it's a boy or a girl. Those are born in the wild, but they have been around the house ever since they got to where they wasn't being made to sit somewhere. You see that their spots lose from the bottom up. You see the top part of those deer. That's an unusual sight that a lot of people don't see, that don't see deer pretty much, on a regular basis, is that the bottom part of the deer, darker color a regular deer color, winter coat, and at the top of the deer is still spotted. Pretty unusual. Look back at this deer. Now this deer is a little bit smaller than the other one, but not much. So that could be a buck and a doe. Same pattern. The bottom part of the deer has lost its spot. The top part has still got spots, but they're going away also. These deer are probably just about another week away from that brown moving on up, and all those spots. The spotted hair is going away and the winter coat coming in. Here we are in the middle of September. And turning into deer, going from fawns to a deer. Not a grown deer, still a baby deer, still just a few months old. These deer were born back in April and May, some in June. So they're not, but, you know, I say the deer born in May be June, July, August, part of September. So you're only talking about 3-month-old animal right there, 4-month-old animal maybe. Born in May, June, July, August, and a little bit of September. 3 to 4 months old. Some deer are born actually as late as July and even August. We've had that happen in the pen, so it obviously happens out in the wild as well. But that's a beautiful thing to look at here this morning as fawns become deer. Look at that, deer's totally hid behind that tree. Not on purpose, just an accident. He's definitely right behind that tree. Oh, stick that little head out in the air. There we go. There we go. A beautiful picture right there. They move around toward the lake. Eat a little of the fresh greens. Yes, sir. Beautiful, beautiful. I could just sit here drinking coffee for a while. Well, I think I will. I got a lot of work to do today. Only day off, and then got to go on the road for 2 days. But I'm going to enjoy the deer for a while. How about you? A beautiful little baby walking in. Walking in all by himself, but his mama's right there behind him. Come here, Benelli. Come here, Benelli. There's his mama. They're looking at Benelli. Benelli, come here. Come here. That must be the doe that's just got one. They're walking into the feeder right here late in the evening. Come here, Benelli. Leave him alone. Oh, I'm going to spook a little bit, Mama. I'm worried about that black dog, the way they prance when they, look at him prancing. Is that beautiful? Oh my gosh. Benelli's not going to hurt you, baby. Benelli's not going to hurt you. No. Mama says, what are you worrying about, child? What are you concerned about? Let's walk on down there. See if that feeder's throwing anything out on the ground. I don't see anybody around the feeder down there. That little baby. Almost looks like he's got little antlers. He don't. I don't see the other little baby, so that must be the one that's got one child, not the one that's got twins. Oh, that was something back behind him, right between his ears. Oh, he was prancing, wasn't he? That's cool. I sure love watching them. They come around the house. I can't get enough of it. It is an incredibly beautiful morning with the deer up really, really close to the house. You can see Mr. Forrest with his freshly scraped horns with the velvet off. You look over here, you see Red Tag, one of her babies, both of her babies. They've been out there for quite a while. I kept thinking they would get off out there a little closer to the lake where we get a little bit better picture of them without looking through the bars. But looking through the bars is okay as well. We get right over here, we see Fat Boy, and he's right up really close to the house as well. And I believe his horns are hard. I don't know if the velvet is off of those or not. It might be, I'm just not really sure. Just not really sure. Look out at the lake. It's another incredibly gorgeous morning out there. Basically not a cloud in the sky. Phone does not know what to focus on. When we back away, we can just see how beautiful the day really is. The animals. We'll be on the road working today, but it's working here in Oklahoma. Always great to work here in Oklahoma. Come on, little baby. Better get over there. Better get over there, little baby. Yeah, everybody's there. You're a little late to the party. Better get over there and get you some. Get over there and get you some. Look at that. Look at what has happened at the Texas Hunter Feeder this morning. Lots and lots of stuff going on. Look at all the turkeys. Mr. Forrest is out there. His beautiful, beautiful big giant horn rack. There's TC, and looks like he's still got quite a bit of velvet. The babies are out there. There's a lot scattered in behind those two trees right there. And the feeder. Turkeys are running around, big gobbler, hens, babies. Just an incredible sight. What a morning. What a morning it's been looking around here. Beautiful, beautiful morning. 58 degrees. Fall is in the air. Look at the difference in Forrester's horns and his daddy's horns. Look at those antlers. Are covered in velvet and TC. There's a great picture where you can see both of them right there. TC's antlers are not scraped off. They're partly, but not totally. Should get it all off today, I would say. There's quite a bit of it off of there. Some down around the base still there, looks like. Quite a bit around the base. Yeah, that's it. The tips are out there. Forrest is going to kind of stay clear of his daddy. They're beginning to get to that point. Another buck back over there eating. I don't know who that is. It could be little buddy, may not be. I don't know. Big giant gobbler right there in the middle of everything, getting his share. Turkeys running around everywhere, picking up what they can find, what they can get to before a deer gets to it. It's a big happening out there. The baby's back there. Forrest in his green crown. Green crown. Yeah, you pretty big boy. Turkey says, I don't know if I want to go behind that big deer or not. He might kick me in the head. And by golly, he might. I don't know. What a morning. What a morning. Gathering around the Texas Hunter feed stand, eating South Fresh deer food. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Church is definitely happening. Church is definitely happening. The prayer circle has lit up. The family has arrived. Yeah, parking lot is packed. Look at that. Look at that. Deer and elk, mama deer, baby deer, turkeys in the choir. Everything is happening out there this morning. Oh my goodness. Look at that. The baby's going to walk out there and visit with the turkeys a little bit. Everybody's looking forward to a great morning, a great day. Oh, these windows are better than a movie screen and a multi-million-dollar movie. And this is real life on the farm. John Denver would love it here, wouldn't he? Yeah, buddy, life on the farm. Except we call this one a ranch. I don't know what differentiates between a ranch and a farm. Doesn't matter how big they are in Texas, they mostly call ranches, even if for just a few acres. In Kansas, they're mostly called farms. Here in Oklahoma, gotta have a lot of acres before we call them a ranch. But it doesn't matter what it is. Country living. Country living at its finest. Oh, I sure do love it. Ogden Nash, great American poet. I'm not positive he's an American poet or not. I kind of think he's an American poet, but whatever kind of poet he was, wherever he was born, wherever he lived, he's a funny poet too. You know, I like poetry. I love poetry. All songs are his poetry. Y'all know that. But if you're a good songwriter, you're a great poet. That's all there is to it. A lot of poets today make a lot more money than a lot of the poets of old made because they did not put their songs to music. But you know, a lot of the Christian music that we have is actually songs that Solomon wrote. A lot of other Christian music are simply words that God himself wrote, that Jesus Christ spoke, as a matter of fact, some of it. And so poetry is great. Poetry is absolutely great. And Ogden Nash, he was one of my favorites because he had little silly rhymes that I could remember, and I always thought they were cute. That'll wrap up another week here at the ranch. A lot of things going on. Things are changing. The antlers are losing their velvet. They're still all buddies, but they won't be very long. We'll see a lot of great antlers, both deer and elk, on our Friday and Saturday deer antler growing video. Watch Giant Antlers Grow videos. The ranch videos, and a lot happening this week. A fantastic week on the ranch. Our trees are just now beginning to turn a little bit. Here it is toward the well, you know, past the middle of September, and we still got green everywhere, but they're beginning to change in certain places. Might be able to get you a little bit of color on Twin Eagle Ranch this next week or two, but when it'll start happening in a hurry. Guys and girls, fish lucky, and remember, I sure do love you.